Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, Simply Carolyn. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this quick and easy peach cobbler. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so what I will be using is 2 of these ready to bake pie crusts. I just picked up the Great Value brand, and there is 2 to a pack. And since this is going to be a bottom and a top crust, I have 2 packs of this. And our main ingredient are the peaches. This is a 16-ounce bag of fresh frozen peaches, and I have 4 packs of those. I will be using a 9 by 13 casserole dish to bake this in, so it's pretty deep, and that's why I'm using the 4 packs. I have here 1 cup of white sugar and a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. We're going to be using 1 stick of butter. I will also be adding in some vanilla extract, some ground cinnamon, and also just a dab of ground nutmeg. So the first thing we're going to need to do is to go ahead and get our peaches on the stove and start cooking them. I'm going to go ahead and add in all the ingredients to that. Go ahead and get my stove turned on. And my front burner here, y'all, sometimes it just does not heat up, or it fools me and make me thinking it's heating up and it's not. So we're going to see. If not, then I'm going to have to transfer it to my back burner. Feels like it's getting hot, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start by opening all of my peaches. Try to give y'all a... This is what they look like. So they are definitely fresh, but they've been frozen. So I'm going to go ahead, get them into my pot and start cooking them. Okay, that's number 2. That's going to be a lot, y'all, but my dish is deep, so I want to make sure that I have plenty. I don't want to have more crust than peaches. Okay? And these are going to cook down because they're frozen, and so once they really start cooking really well, they're going to cook. It'll go down in the pot. So I'm going to show y'all. I have a pot full. So what I'm going to do, make sure this is heating up. I feel like it is, but it's being very slow, so let me turn it up a little more. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put my butter in. Well, first of all, I'm going to add a little bit of water. Just a little, because it's going to make its own water as it cooks. So what I'm going to do is just add in just a little in the bottom to get it going. Not a whole lot. I'm going to go ahead and do that to get it going. And that will be helping it to unthrow as well. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and go in with my 1 cup of sugar. And you just want to sprinkle it. And I'm going to have to taste these again before I get done, just to make sure that I put enough sugar in it. So for now I'm going in with the 1 cup of white and this 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And you can use as much or as little as you want. That's why you have to taste it, to make sure that you have enough. So once it gets to cooking and the peaches get done and are softened, we'll try it. We'll try the juice off of it, or the gravy off of it, and then we'll see what we need to add. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my butter in. Let me grab myself a knife. And I'm just going to slice up this 1 stick. Drop it in like so. And before I put it all together, then I'm going to go ahead and turn on my oven and get it preheated. I'm going to cook it at 350 degrees. Most things I cook in my oven, I use 350. If you're a cook, you know what temperature cooks best. And even when I'm following someone's recipe, I normally leave my stove on 350 because I know how my stove cooks. Everybody's stove cooks differently, so use your own discretion with that. Okay, that is all of the butter. And now I'm going to go ahead and start adding my other spices. Let me grab my measuring spoons. Okay, here we go. So to start off with, I'm going to do, some people don't measure. Sometimes I don't, but a lot of times people want to know the measurements whenever you're making things. So I'm going to start off with 1 tablespoon of vanilla because vanilla always makes everything taste good. So I'm going to start off with 1 tablespoon. And like I said, I will taste it as we go. And then we can add more if it needs it. Okay, and let's see. The next thing I'm going to use is cinnamon. Now, I'm actually not going to measure that. But if I had to give you a measurement, I'd say start off with a teaspoon. And if that wasn't enough after you taste it, then you just add another teaspoon until you get the desired taste. So for me, I'm just going to sprinkle some on. And that should be about a teaspoon. Now, with the ground nutmeg, this is kind of strong. So I would tell you to start off with the smallest measurement. And that would probably be maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon. And I think that's what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to put in 1/8 of a teaspoon. And as I taste it, if I feel like I need more, I'll add more. But for now, we're going to start off slow. Because you can't take things back out once you put it in. And 1/8 of a teaspoon, that's really a little dab. So now we're going to let these spices go ahead and cook and get well combined. I'm going to put my top on my pot. And we're going to let that go ahead and cook and do what it does. Y'all, I think, let me put my top back on my vanilla. I think I'm going to go ahead and move my pot to the back burner. Oh, I have a heaping pot, y'all, of Alfredo there that I made for dinner. And the cobbler is actually going to be our dessert. So I'll go ahead and turn that up. I'm going to tilt my lid on here so that can get going. And while that's getting going, I'm going to go ahead and grease my dish and put my 2 bottom pie shell crusts in my baking dish. So give me a minute to clear up this counter here, and we're going to get started with that. I'm going to just move these over here because I may use them again. Now, I'm going to put 1 package of the crust back into the refrigerator until I'm ready to use it. So it'll stay chilled. I don't want it to get too warm. So bear with me here. Let me put this back until I need it. Okay, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to grease my baking dish, and then I'm going to get the crust put into it. Okay? So let me turn this around so you guys can see what I'm doing. Hold on just a minute. Let me get this situated so that you can see me better. And whoops, y'all, I got some butter on the bottom of my counter. Let me get that up. I don't want that to be cooking on the bottom of my dish while I have it in the oven. Okay, so here I have just a half a stick of butter that I was using. And what I'm going to do is just rub it on the bottom of my dish. And this is just so that the crust does not stick or burn. You want to make sure that your dish is coated. And you're going to go all around the sides. Like so. And that's just going to make sure that your crust doesn't stick to your dish or that it doesn't burn. Okay. And I probably could have made the crust, y'all, but I'm trying to get out this kitchen. So I'm taking the easy route out, and there's no harm. And I also want to say that you can use canned peaches if you like, I just prefer to use the fresh ones. But if you want to use them, by all means, go right ahead. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just go ahead and add the rest of this little bit of butter to my pot. I'm going to go ahead and just throw that in as well. It's not going to hurt it. And everything's better with butter. And when you do this, y'all, use real butter. Don't use margarine. Use real butter. Okay? Alright. Got that done. I'll put my top back on there. And that will be boiling in just a little bit. Okay? So let me go ahead. I'm going to move my spices over to the table just to get them out of the way for now. And y'all, my little kitchen is small, so please bear with me. And what size? The crust here, it is a 2x9 pie crust, so therefore I'm going to be using 2 of them so that it'll fit in the dish. Okay. So this is what it looks like when it comes out of the actual box. And all you're going to do, just open it up. And it's rolled. So all you're going to do is just unroll it or unfold it. And if it by chance cracks or split, don't sweat it. It'll still be okay. So see, this is what it looks like. Ooh, and it is trying to crack, y'all. So let me slide my dish over here. And hold on. Give me just a minute. Just a moment. I'm going to put some wax paper here. On this counter. So that I can lay it out. And y'all, I don't have a rolling pin because I don't really bake like that. So what I'm going to do is lay it out on this wax paper here. And I'm going to get myself a glass. A glass will do the same thing as a rolling pin. Okay? We're not going to sweat the small stuff. So what you want to do is just lay it out. And it did try to crack. So you're just going to pinch the sides of it back together. And I'm going to get a glass. And just roll it out some more. Just so that I can work with it a little better. So bear with me. Let me grab myself a glass. And we'll get that done. Let me see. And y'all, my family, I can't tell you how many glasses these folks have broken. That's why I make them use, most of the time, I make them use a plastic cup. And this is just a little Christmas glass. Doesn't matter, as long as it's a glass. It's a glass and it's flat. So all you're going to do, let me get you here, is just take your glass like you would do a rolling pin and just flatten it out a little. That's all you have to do. And the pieces that are trying to split on you, just push them together with your hand. And you're just going to roll your glass. Get it rolled out. And I had these in the refrigerator, so they're still kind of chilled. And all you're doing is just rolling it out so that you can put it in your dish. Just a little, not a whole lot. Go. Hope y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay. So now, what I'll do is gently lift it off of this wax paper. And I have it over here on my stove. So let me spin you around some. Oops, bear with me, y'all. It's hard trying to do the camera work and the actual work you're doing. But we're going to make this work. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to lay this out in my dish. And it is still trying to crack, but that's okay. We're going to work with this. And just take your hands once you get it in here. Remember, we're going to put 2 of them. Just take your hands. If it splits on you, don't worry about that. We're going to try to press it down and move it to where you need it to be. And like I said, it's okay if it split a little bit on you. It is quite all right. Not that big of a deal. And if you have any of it that actually overlap the edges of your dish, all you need to do, take your hand, press it out the best that you can. That was the purpose of actually greasing the dish. We're not going to worry about it. It won't stick because we did grease the bottom of the dish. Okay. So all I'm doing is just trying to press it out and spread it out as much as I can. We're not going to sweat the small stuff. Not at all. So this is what that first one looks like. So now what I'm going to do is open my second crust and do the same thing so that I can get the dish covered. And then once I have that done, the only thing I'll have to do is wait on the peaches to get done so that we can pull everything together. So how easy is that? Once that gets done and I fill my dish, I'll take my other 2 crusts out of the refrigerator, roll them out some, and make my top crust. And we'll be done, ready to put it in the oven. And we're just gonna brush the top of it with an egg yolk and bake it until it is golden brown. Because remember, we're cooking the peaches, so the peaches will already pretty much be done. We're actually, when we stick it in the oven, we're just putting it in there so that we can get the crust good and brown. Or golden brown, should I say. There we go. Okay, now going right back in with my glass and just pressing this dough out just a little. Oops, and y'all can't even see me. Sorry. There we go. I am just gonna take my glass like I did the first one. Try to press it out. Oops. There we go. And this is so much easier than taking the time to make a crust. That's gonna take a lot of work. And actually, I don't want to be in the kitchen all day, so if I can get a pre-made crust, absolutely I will. If you want to bake yours, you go right ahead. I ain't mad at you. Okay, so now that I have this one rolled out a little more, I'm going to go ahead and lay this one in my dish. And go ahead and get that one pressed out and ready so that when the peaches are done, the crust will already be laid out, and all we have to do pretty much is just to pour the mixture in and bake it until it's golden brown. And I will tell y'all, once I take it out, I'll tell you how long I baked it. And you know, like I said, it's according to your oven. You have to cook yours to the desired doneness. You just have to keep checking it. And when it's hot and bubbly and golden brown, take it out, let it cool, and it'll be good and ready to be served to your family. I'm sure they'll love it. Who doesn't like butter and sugar and vanilla? Everybody. Well, I won't say everybody, but most people do. And I like the crust more than the filling, to be honest with you. So now, this is my crust. And I'm going to sit it off to the side until I'm ready to fill it. And once my peaches are done, y'all, I will come back and show you what I'm working with. And then we'll go ahead and wrap this dish up. Y'all stay tuned. Okay, y'all, so my peaches are done. They have cooked, and I wish y'all could smell my kitchen right now. They are done. I did have to adjust my spices. So what I did was I added another cup of sugar, and altogether that was 2 cups of white sugar, and with the adjustment with the brown sugar, I would say 1 cup of brown sugar. But like I said, you'll have to taste it. You'll have to taste the juice off of it to make sure that it tastes the way that you would like, to the way that the sweetness that you would like. I'll get it out in a minute, y'all. So let me go ahead and pour. Let me get my other, excuse me a minute, y'all. I'm always not at the place where I want to be. I be trying, but hey, sometimes it happens. Let me grab my usual pot holders that I use, because I do not want to get burned. This stuff is piping hot. Okay. So this is what it looks like after it's been cooked. And all I'm going to do now is to just slowly pour it into my dish. Okay. So since there's a lot of juice, I want to make sure I get all of my peaches in here. Y'all, it smells so good. If y'all were my neighbors, you would probably be knocking at my door asking me what am I cooking. I don't want to run my dish over, because it does have a lot of juice in it. But I want to make sure I get all my peaches. So if I have to take some of the juice out of it, I will. And if it looks like it's going to be okay, then I'll leave it in there. But I'm going to have to take some of my juices out, because it is all the way up to the top. And I was thinking because my dish was so big that it would be okay. But hey, we can make that minor adjustment. It's not a big deal. This juice smells so good, y'all. If you could drink it, I'd probably drink it. It just smells delicious. Anytime you have cinnamon butter and sugar together, it's going to always smell awesome. Okay. So, let's see. Let me slide this over. And what I'm going to do is just dip it from the edge and take some of the liquid out, because I don't want it to run out in my oven and make a mess while it's cooking. So we're just going to do that. And all you have to do is do like I'm doing with a spoon, or you can dip it into a cup. But whichever way you choose to do it, please do not burn yourself. This hot liquid is nothing to play with. Get some more out of here. Next time I do this, I'll make sure to put less water, because I didn't add any more liquid. All I did was to adjust the sugar content, which probably makes it more liquid. But the next time I do this, I will probably not put no liquid in it and just let it unthaw, because I didn't think about it, being that the peaches were frozen, and once they start to actually unthaw, it was going to make juices. Didn't think about that, but we live and we learn. Hey, take it as a learning experience. So let me just make sure I get all of this, my peaches out. And then we're going to move on with getting the actual top crust done. And I'm going to do something a little different with the top crust. And I'll show you guys what that is in just a few minutes. We're going to add a little twist to it. I cannot wait to taste this. I know it's going to be good. It smells delicious. So y'all, this is actually a quick and easy and delicious recipe that you can use to make something sweet for your family. You can use it to take to like a potluck, a family reunion. I mean, just any place. It's just a quick and easy dessert, as well as delicious. Okay. So, you can see. Oops. I can't even show you without wasting it. I still got quite a bit of juice from the peaches in there, but anyhow, we're gonna move on. And my dish is heaping full, y'all. And give me a minute, let me peek in my oven, because y'all, if I'm in this kitchen, I'm always got something else going. I have some cornbread muffins and a pan of cornbread in my oven because I made a heaping pot of Alfredo. I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all, that is a heaping pot. And I have hamburger, meat, and sausage in it. That's our actual dinner. And this peach cobbler is our dessert. Oops, yes. I have got to get these out. So bear with me, y'all. Trying to get this without burning my hand. Come on. Whew. My poor little oven. Stay busy. And see, I made these cornbread muffins. Made these in my heart-shaped tin. Cornbread can go a little bit longer because I did put that in last. And this is just plain corn muffins. So let me find a spot to put this. And then I'm going to slide my cornbread back in for a little while. And we're going to go ahead and finish up this actual peach cobbler crust. So, y'all, I'm going in with my second box of ready-made pie crust. We're going to do this one a little different. What I'm going to do with this one is, let me back up, I keep forgetting I'm right in the camera. Please forgive me, please. But what I'm going to do with this one, y'all, I'm going to make the lattice crust out of this one. So let me adjust this so you can see what I'm doing. Oops. And it looks like I'm still going to be in the way. So what we're going to do is open this crust out like we did the first one. Swing it around a little bit more. And we're going to go ahead, take our glass or rolling pin, whatever you're using, and just kind of press out the edges of this one. Because like I said, I'm doing something a little bit different with this one. So, what we're going to do is cut these two crusts here in strips. We're going to make the lattice crust. And all you're doing is taking your knife and scoring the crust. And then from there, you're just going to lay it out on top of your dish. So, let's see. Go like that, and you just lay it down, and you're going to press it to the side of your dish. And you just keep doing that. And if it's a little bit too long, just fold it over. It'll be okay. No harm done at all. And then press the ends to the side of your dish so that it actually will hold on. Like so. all you do. I'm just folding it down. So I think what I'm going to do, there we go. Oops. Let me bring that down some. And this is going to make a beautiful topping. And like I said, personally, I like the crust more than I do the actual filling. Okay, so we're going to keep moving forward with this. Okay. And if you need to stretch your dough out a little bit, you can stretch it. It's not going to hurt it. Not one bit. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this one, since it's a little bit shorter, oops, what I'm going to do is just lay it right across there. There we go. And now I'm going to come back in with my second crust and go the opposite way. See, y'all? Easy peasy. Ooh. Okay. Set that one out. We're going to do the same thing. Going to roll it out. And just flatten it out some. That's all we are doing. Just flattening out edges. And what I'm going to do once I get the crust on top, I'm going to brush on some egg yolk on the top, and that's going to make for a beautiful crust, y'all. Oops, stand up there, baby. So here we go. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just making strips, and like I said, because my dish is long, I may have to put some pieces together, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. And it's going to be beautiful when we're done. Okay, y'all. So I will start with my longer pieces. And all I'm doing is laying it right across the top of the first layer that I put down. That's all we're doing. And some of these shorter pieces on the end, like this one, just lay it right across there, just like that. You can use them as well. Okay? And you want to just continue that until you have all of your crust laid out. There we go. Just going to lay it down. Press it up against the side of your bowl so that it won't fold back on you. There we go. Y'all, I'm trying not to make this video too long. Sometimes you just can't help it. here. I'm going to use these little pieces that broke and just add them right to the end. So all we have to do, we'll find a little spot for it, because nothing goes to waste here. Nothing at all. If you have to cut it, go ahead and cut it. Cut it and go ahead and add it to a piece that's needed. That's all you have to do. There we go. And I got one more strip, and I'm gonna use it, y'all, because I don't throw away anything here. So what I'm gonna do is just put it like right on the side here. We will make it work. There we go. Okay. So I've got that done. I'm gonna move this paper out of my way. And I'm gonna move this over. Let me grab my brush so that I can brush my egg yolk on, and we will be ready to put it in the oven. And when I come back, I'll let you know how long I cooked it, how long it took to actually, really we're just browning our crust because the peaches are done. And this is an egg yolk that I stuck in here. And we're just gonna brush right across our crust. And that's going to help make it pretty and golden brown. And this is a step that you're going to want to do because you want your crust to be golden brown. And this is just, it just helps it. It's just an egg yolk. Okay. Just make sure you get all of your strips. Okay. Just like so. There we go. Looks like I'm about to run out, y'all. But we're gonna make this work. I didn't break but one yolk because I figured that would be plenty. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna make it, yes. I'm gonna get all of this out. There we go. We made it, y'all. Okay, so now, oops, where's my cinnamon? Right here. All I'm gonna do now is sprinkle some of this cinnamon. Come on, baby. Over the top of it, and we're ready to put it in our oven. Okay. There we go. So once it gets done, oh, I missed a spot over here. Once this is done, y'all, I'll be back to show you my finished product. So y'all stay tuned. Okay, family, it is out of the oven. I baked it for 45 or 50 for 50 minutes. And this is what it looks like. It is bubbling hot, piping hot, but it is done. So before I actually cut into it, I'm going to let it rest probably for a good 20 minutes before I cut into it, y'all, because I don't want to cut into it while it's hot right now. So I'll be back. Y'all stay tuned. Okay, y'all, so it's been about almost 30 minutes since I brought this peach cobbler out of the oven. So now I am going to try a piece of it for you. I had to let it cool off, y'all. It was extremely hot. And I did not want to burn my mouth. Oh, that looks yummy. I want my crust from the bottom too. Ooh. Okay. So here we go, y'all. This is what it's looking like. Yum, yum. So I am going to try it. Here we go, y'all. Take the first bite. Y'all. I'm bending down. Oh, that's so good, y'all. I'm bending down because my tripod is kind of short. Got to get another one. But y'all have got to try this. It is so yummy. That is delicious. Look at that. Look at that crust. And all the juices. Oh my goodness. I'm going to get another bite. Y'all have got to try this. It's easy as well as delicious. I'm going to bring y'all up to me. It's easy as well as delicious. And I thank y'all for tuning in. If you have not yet subscribed, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button. Give your girl a like, a thumbs up, and make sure you tap your notification bell so that you are aware every time I upload a new video. Now, thank you guys for stopping by and tuning in to Simply Carolyn. So y'all have a wonderful night. I love you guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Goodbye. Y'all. Let me just get one more little bite. My husband said, "You baking something out there?" And I said, "Yes." But he's going to be surprised when he tries it. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Goodbye.